Good morning, Ninja Nation and YouTube. I hope you will all have been awesome. Sandy C here with some more uncommon sense. And I'm here to talk to you about post-COVID or long COVID or long haul COVID symptoms. Because apparently that's what I've been dealing with, and it's been sucky. But I found something, well, you can see. I'm not faking this right now. I feel much better, and I want to share with you what I found. Okay, so we'll get right into it. A few weeks ago, I really started doing some research and, found out, and came to terms with the fact that I have post-COVID. And it causes a lot of different things: mental stress, tiredness, fatigue, some different bowel and gut issues. But my biggest thing was, it's not even laziness. It's just downright like somebody parked their truck on top of your shoulders, and that's it. Like my posture even was changed. I was kind of more, hunched over and real weak. So my mom told me a couple weeks ago there are some doctors down in South Florida that are doing, basically the long haul COVID affects the frontal lobe of the brain. And that's where I'm experiencing all the mental fatigue, the lack of wanting or the ability to do like mental math and things like that. Just thinking itself is hard, hurtful, and causes, aggravation even, mood swings. So my mom found these doctors in South Florida that are doing oxygen treatments. And what they're having you do is you come in for, I believe it's 2 hours a day, 5 days a week for a month or 6 weeks, something like that. It's a total of, mental math isn't all there. Total of 40 hours in a hyperbaric chamber with a highly increased level of oxygen. And this oxygen is making it to the frontal lobe and repairing the damages done by COVID. So I don't have the time or the money to do their program and go down there and do all that stuff. But with oxygen, and this is how we want to do all our prepping, there's always other ways. There's always an alternative, something else to try. So with my doctor's, I went ahead and looked on the internet for other oxygen supplements, and I'll show you what I found. First off, these come up like crazy. I'm not endorsed by any of these companies. This hasn't been evaluated by, I'm not a doctor, so whatever you hear from me here is just something for you to look at. You got to do your own research, but I'm going to give you a couple suggestions that have been helping me. Okay, we're all different, but this is something to look at, and maybe it'll help you. Pass it on. Hit the like, hit the share, especially for people going through this stuff. Okay, so this is the first thing I got. You'll see these on the sidelines at like NFL and NBA games. Quick boost to oxygen. Okay, the other thing I got is this. It's a liquid oxygen. I got this right off the SouthAmericanJungle.com. Okay, just a liquid oxygen. I want to say this was like $17. Gosh, I want to say a 3-pack of these was like $30 or something like that. Maybe a little bit more. So I went ahead and got those because they're oxygen. And I know 25 years ago, my mother actually sold something very similar, liquid oxygen, that you dropped under your tongue. And I remember it doing a lot of good things, feeling good, feeling great, feeling grand and wonderful. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger on this stuff. I received it not the past Friday, but the previous Friday. So it's been almost a week and a half. When I received it, I had already been sick. I got the Rona again. This time it was really just head cold, head congestion. It was all up here and back here. I could breathe perfectly fine. The front of my sinuses were working. Everything back here was just tight and congested. I was dizzy, headache, couldn't really do anything. I was pretty useless. So after just nuking myself constantly with all the right drugs, rotating them properly, of course, the Alka-Seltzers, the Aleve, the cold and flu and all that stuff. And I just like rotating them, so I'm hitting all the different bases, of course, following the instructions of what not to mix and all that kind of stuff. A lot of juices, a lot of smoothies, all the stuff that you're supposed to do when you're sick, the good clear soups, doing all of it. So for this whole week, I'm just feeling pretty terrible, feeling really terrible. I mean, I'm useless at this point. Then it comes to Friday. I'm probably just peaked, but I'm still at the height of that sickness. I've been hacking stuff up. I've been hurting. And then also from the previous months of the post-COVID, I've just not been clear all year. This whole year I've been pretty much out of it, kind of, except for a few days here and there. So either way, Friday night, after I've been sick or whatever, this arrives at my doorstep from the SouthAmericanJungle.com. I open it up, read every darn instruction on it. You mix 10 drops with 8 ounces of water twice a day. Okay, so I got it around 5 or 6 p.m. No, I got it earlier. It was probably like 2 or 3. I had already canceled a date. I had a friend coming over. We were gonna work on some stuff, do some YouTube editing for his channel to get him going, cooking. And I told him, man, hey, I'm not feeling good, and I've been a bad boy all week. I haven't gotten my work done, so, got to pay to play, and I didn't pay this week, so I got to cancel. Well, a couple hours later, I took this liquid oxygen. Within 1 hour of my first dose of this, I felt better than I felt in 6 months, even while being sick. I still felt, all my mental clarity came back. So I called my buddy back later and was like, hey, we're on, dude. Come over. Let's do this thing. Hey, just so you know, I'm on the tail end of the Rona. You don't want to catch this. I already had it. I'm through that part. So if you want to come over, great, let's do it. Boom, we were doing mental math. The first time I was doing mental math and not hating it, because I love doing mental math. Big problems, boom, easy. I know a lot of techniques. I'm really good at it. Haven't been doing it at all this year because it physically actually hurts. It's weird. But shortly after taking this, man, I was back completely. Like, I still had that, I was still congested and all that kind of stuff. I've been dealing with that, hacking out a bunch of stuff, using the Mucinex to clear myself up. But within an hour, I felt better than I've ever felt. And I've been continuously doing this since, twice a day, morning and night, the 10 drops, 8 ounces of water. Guys, go get yourself some, man. Ask your doctor, if there's any dangers of it, and go and get yourself some. I feel, and to test it, I've given several of my friends it, girlfriend, all of it, and everybody after is just like, whoa, I'm there. The mental clarity's there. I feel good. It's like a Red Bull that doesn't suck for your body. It's natural, being oxygen. So I want to share that with you. Okay, regarding the boost can, I'm going to start keeping, these do not have near the same effect. This kind of, to me, almost seems like an inhaler to someone with asthma in a way, in that kind of sense. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm making myself get back to work. I don't care how I'm feeling now. It's been too long, so I'm going to force my body to. But I'm going to keep these with me. So, if I get short of breath or feeling tired or anything like that, just do a little, it's just this. And it's just a pure shot of oxygen. And that's really good at kind of just getting you through the day or something. I do a lot of physical stuff, so I'm not, or when I'm not, when I'm on a computer and I'm starting to get that computer brain fog, midday or after lunch, you're like, I just want to sleep on my keyboard rather than typing on it. Hit of this, boom, you're kind of back in action. So guys, I wanted to share that stuff with you about the oxygen. I am having a great time with it. It's been over a week and a half, and I haven't felt better in months. So I want to pass that along. Please, if that's something you can use, go ahead and like and share this. All right, guys, and thank you all for your concern. I am back now. Let's get after it. Ninja Nation's got a lot of work to do. A lot of things have come down the pike, so I'll bring you a lot of stories as well. Thank you all, and have an awesome day. Yeah, baby.